Welcome everyone back to the 2024 Lubbock Matadors Coaches Show, presented by Wonder Tree, the official marketing partner of the Lubbock Matadors. Once again, joined with Coach Brandon Mizuraki here. Coach, how are you doing today after the weekend of the home opener and kind of getting a little bit of relaxation yesterday?
Yeah, got to relax at home with the wife and dog, and that was nice. Also got to watch the match over again and take some notes, and we've already been back at it this morning with some of our corrections, and really start with the activation. Tomorrow we'll start to get on the ball more, and so no, I mean I think it's week one of many. So overall, I mean we focus on the next match at hand.
Yeah, and we'll talk a little bit about the home opener, and obviously we want to look forward to some of the new matches and things in the community. But let's talk about the home opener just very briefly. In the front office, we like to do this thing called the good, the bad, the ugly. But I want to talk a little bit about what you felt went really well for the match, some things to really build off of going into the next week's game on the road.
Yeah, I think that first goal that we scored really, shows our identity and what we can do. I mean, heck, there was so many chances where we get the ball in good space, and we have players, defense, on their back line and on the back stick, just waiting for a good service. And so I think there was a couple good phases for us. Also, I think it's good just for our players to experience this amazing atmosphere on match day, and just the amount of support that the club gets. So I think that it's the first time I think that it becomes very addictive, right? Being out there, hearing the Mozos, chanting, and so for us, it's something that we're really buzzing for this weekend, and then I think even more we're buzzing to get back in 2 weeks at home, 2 weeks from Thursday.
Yeah, our next home game is May 30th, by the way. Just wanted to clarify, we are on the road this week, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But really quick, some of the good things coming from that, but what were some things that you felt didn't go so well that, we'll address in training this week that, hopefully we'll see the results on the pitch?
Yeah, I think that, for us, I think there was some phases where we got, just a little sloppy. And that's something that, it's all very, correctable. I think that's the beautiful thing, and the bad thing is that it's simple mistakes. Yeah. So for us, I think that, the only disappointment maybe was just that I know what this group of players can do, and it's, it's going to take maybe another match for us to get that under our belt and see what we want. And so that way, come next home match, we're clicking it in all cylinders. So.
Yeah, and you spoke very briefly on the last answer about being in front of that home crowd. Just on a personal note, how did it feel walking out of the locker room? The timer's running down to start the national anthem and all that. How did that feel for you personally?
Yeah, I think I went into the match. I mean, talking to the boys, right? You gotta keep a straight face and say, like, hey, I'm not nervous or anything like that. It just, again, it just. I think my wife actually, said it more, and my family that were watching the live stream, was just how special that was in that experience, and being able to take in that moment. It's something that's special, and I think that's something that every single one of our players, that this is their first time, they're going to cherish that moment and look forward to the next time that they can come out and see a lot of their friends and the supporters and everyone alike.
Yeah, and truthfully, I mean, seeing you guys come out onto the field, walking up, with the FIFA song, I started just getting very chills. Like it was such a unique experience, and being back at Lowry, which was unique for myself. But man, it was a fun experience being there for the home opener. I'm glad you feel the same way. So, really quick, you gave Will Rodriguez the signature stag man of the match. Tell me why you felt he was deserving of that title for this game.
Yeah, I think he put in a couple really good services. For us, I mean, maybe a little unlucky not to, score that one himself. I mean, heck of a hit, right, from him, and, a little bit of, clever play. I just think that for him, he he showed a very good sense of maturity and really just wanting to impress. And I think that as a returner to the club, I think that he understood what he needed to do, and I think that for him as an individual, I thought he did very well.
Yeah, it seemed like he really just carried from last year what
Mm-hmm.
translated very well into this year, which is super cool to see. Community favorite by far with all the kids, super great with the kids. So love having him back, and I'm glad that he was in good form. Speaking with the Mozos after the game at Golf Suites, there was a comment made that it just seemed like there were glimpses, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like there are just these small pieces that if once those pieces are figured out, that we're really going to see the potential of this club, and so, or this team, I guess. Tell me what those pieces might be so that we can, as a casual fan or a real big fan of the sport, tell me what those pieces are so that we can look forward to seeing that on the pitch.
Yeah, I think it's first and foremost. I mean, use the phrase, right. How do you eat an elephant, right? It's one bite at a time. And so it's really winning the first phase of possession, right? In our build out phase, we want to be able to actually have a structured build, which then forces the opponent to come out and play a little bit and try to defend higher up. And then it's going from that first phase of the back line and the goalkeeper to that second phase, finding the two center mids on the ball. And being comfortable. Okay, if we need to go back down to step one, then we go back to step one. The worst thing is right, we go from step one to step five, and we miss all this stuff. It's IKEA furniture, right? We're gonna you do that, everything's gonna fall apart when you try to sit on it. So at the end of the day, like I think it's just really being comfortable in the phases and recognizing what area of the field can we win in the current moment and how can we advance. And then and the same way, right, is with that controlled possession is it allows us to defend less. I mean, make no mistake about it, there's in this way that we want to play with sending good numbers forward, is that on the tail end it's like the poor man's blanket, right? You have to decide what's going to be not covered. So it's being able to win the ball high as opposed to then just getting transitioned on and having to defend down. We've already had some really good individual discussions with players and getting individual decision making right to make it that much more tactically organized. And so I think that's going to come with time. I think that, for me, just personally watching, and communicating with the players, they want more. I mean, they understand that the fans, being in that environment, they want to see what it feels like after a win, next time we're at home. So they're going to do everything in their power, and we're going to do everything in ours to make sure that, we intend to do that.
We'll be right back with Coach. Alliance Credit Union has served the South Plains community with lower rates and fewer fees for the last 83 years, and they're just getting started. Join the mission and enjoy the benefits of owning your financial future. Alliance is for people, not profit. Back with Coach. We touched on the game this past weekend, the home opener, but let's look forward to the away game this weekend. Tell us who we're playing and, a little bit about our opponents this coming weekend.
Yeah. I mean, to be quite fair, we haven't done much of a scout just yet. I mean, we're still, analyzing ourselves, and we got to always, look internally. I mean, we'll set up and, when we watch them play, really get some of their natural tendencies. But at the same time, I mean, it's still early days, so you never know exactly how they're going to play. I mean, to be quite fair, all the names are the same outside of a couple, right, that we want to compete against. And I mean, West Texas, of course, is one, but for us, it's we got to focus first internally on this playing squad and making sure that we're doing good actions ourselves personally, and then we can start looking at the opponent. But again, it's got to come down to us and making sure that our principles are fully seen for the entire 90 minutes, and there's everyone's on the same page. I mean, we can't have 5-6 identities out there. It's got to be one clear-cut message and one clear-cut thought process, through our entire, 18-man roster for match day.
Yeah, I love that kind of process that you speak of, kind of look internally first and then look outwards. That's a cool way of keeping yourself accountable. So I really like that. We are on the road this weekend. We'll have announcements on different watch party locations, so stay tuned on social media for that. Plan on having some really cool stuff this weekend for everyone to be able to watch the Matadors as they go on the road. One thing I do want to touch on really quick with you, Coach, as you take your head coaching job here, is we do camps every summer, and so the coach gets to really get a cool personal touch on developing the youth here in this community. So we have a camp coming up May 27th through the 29th. That's going to be next week. Information for this camp is online, so go to our website, lubbockmatadors.com, for more details. If you're a season ticket holder, you actually get one spot per ticket into those summer camps, so reach out if you have any questions on that. But let's hear a little bit about the personal touches that you'll put to this camp, and what kind of things can our kids in this community expect to really sharpen their skills?
Yeah, I think that first and foremost, the football's got to be fun. I mean, at the end of the day, whether it's a 15-year pro or someone that's just starting out, the football starts at the grassroots level as being fun and enjoyable. For us, like, it's making sure that in this, when we're teaching skills, when we're teaching all this, it's just again, the best teachers, the ball, and just a bunch of friends and playing. So for us though, like there'll be different activities that we do. For the beginner to someone that is taking those steps, getting into some of the older age groups. And really kind of getting more on a more technical baseline.
And for those who do not know the information, please, our camps are for all ages, of all skill levels. We'll have players involved, coach will be involved, so it will be a really unique experience for above average footballers to really get a good idea and how to get better as a footballer here in West Texas, which is a very unique experience. So, Coach, final thoughts on this week's home opener and some things moving forward. Anything that you'd like to say to the Lubbock community, the fans, anything like that?
Yeah, just excited to continue to come out at home. I mean, it's a special environment, and something that is very much a privilege for our players. I think that there's even more of that desire, right, to get in the 11, get into the 18, because that you have a chance to play in front of that awesome crowd. So personally, I just want to say thank you for everyone that came out and supported myself and the team, and we look forward to getting to meet with you guys more as we go forward with the summer, and let's rattle off some wins.
Awesome. Thanks for joining me, Coach. When we come back after this commercial break, we'll have Jack, a brand newcomer for the Lubbock Matadors, so stay tuned. Yeah, we are. I noticed you didn't say it, so I didn't want to push it. So, yeah, we're Fort Worth this weekend.
Why do we grow? We do it for family. We do it for friends. We do it for new homes. We do it for a brighter future. We grow for you. We are Alliance Credit Union, and we grow for people, not profit.
Extreme length. Mr. Guido.
I whispered him, yeah.
Can you hear me?
I don't have left. Lift your left foot real quick. There we go. Perfect. All right, now I can. Grease Monkey for the locally owned hometown service. Look no further than the Matador sponsor, Grease Monkey and Monkey Splash of Lubbock. Stop by to take care of your automotive needs. I'm back here with Jack Pasco, a newcomer for the Lubbock Matadors. I want to give everyone a chance to get to understand and know Jack a little bit. So, Jack, welcome to the show, first of all, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so hi guys, my name is Jack Pasco. I come from Wales, United Kingdom. I'm a centre midfield player. I go to school in Colorado State University, Pueblo. Yeah, I've been playing football my whole life, soccer, call it whatever. And yeah, I've had a really good upbringing in terms of soccer. Started off in an academy back in Wales, and then had a chance to progress through that. And then just before COVID hit, that's when I decided to come out to the US. Started in a small JUCO, Casper College in Wyoming, and then spent 2 years there, moved to New York City. So I had best of both worlds there, went from Wyoming to New York City. Yeah, I spent 1 year there, and then the program actually closed down. So, yeah, then I transferred to Colorado State Pueblo, and that's where I'm spending my last 2 years, and I love it there. So, yeah, that's a bit about me.
Yeah, you've gotten to kind of see all areas of the United States.
Oh, yeah. It's been great, yeah.
Kind of unique experiences. Where at in New York did you play again one more time?
I played at St. Francis, Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
So in
Very
the heart of Brooklyn, that's where the school was.
Very
It was
cool.
Quality, yeah.
Well, now you're all the way down south here with the Matadors. Tell us how it's been here in Lubbock and kind of some differences from, previous clubs or universities that you've played for.
Yeah, so it's been a great start so far, other than the result on Saturday. But first impressions getting here, everyone's been amazing from the staff to the community. They've helped me settle in well, same with my teammates. The organisation of the club's been fantastic, and I felt at home straight away since I've been here. And that's what I asked for, to feel at home straight away and really get the ground running. Then kickstart from there. So. Yeah, it's been great, and compared to other places I've been, last year I was actually at Laredo.
Oh no.
Yeah, but love my time there, but here now, so yeah, it's been great.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear it. I talked to El Hudge last time on the show and kind of got his expectations for the season, kind of just more personal expectations and some goals for himself. Did you come into this season with any expectations for the group or maybe some personal goals to see you kind of improve your play over the summer?
Yeah, so I'll start with myself personally. Yeah, I've always had a mindset where I want to improve. I'm always thinking about the next step in my career. Obviously, the end goal is to go pro, and you never want to give up that dream and that goal. So that's number one. Yeah, constantly keep improving, and it's a great environment to do so. But as for a team standpoint, I think it's always the same. It's always to compete at the highest level and win matches. Because when you win matches, that's increases your experience here, and then also gets the best for the community and the fans and everyone involved with the club. So you want to continuously do your best and excite the fans, and then everything else will take care of itself.
I love it. Yeah, and we'll be right back with Jack. Hey, Lubbock residents, need roofing solutions you can rely on? Look no further than the trusted local roofing company, Andrus Brothers. They offer top-notch roof repairs, replacements, and installations. With their experienced team and superior craftsmanship, they've got you covered. Don't wait. Call us today at 806-798-7663 for a free estimate. We'll go back to Jack here. Just as a unique thing, and I asked Coach the same thing, but what did it feel like coming out of that locker room for the home opener? Obviously, we'll talk a little bit more about the play, but just that initial feeling, how did that feel?
It was a special feeling. Warming up during the game, there was quite a lot of fans there, but I never really realised how much there actually was until I walked out of that change room, that locker room. Yeah. And the Mozo was singing the entire game. Even when we're walking out, it's a special feeling. I've played in some situations where there is a lot of fans, but nothing compared to this. The fans were amazing. Yeah, it was a special feeling.
Love it. And let's talk a little bit about the play of the home opener, and then we'll move on to some fun questions here. How did you feel you did individually, and then maybe talk a little bit about how you felt the team did as a whole, learning, first time playing together in a game environment as one team?
Yeah, individually, I always hold myself to the non-negotiables, I call them. You know, you work hard, you fight for your team, you win your individual battles. And I think it took me personally a bit of time to get into the game in the first half, playing in that inside forward position. But I think second half I got on the ball a bit more, controlled the game at times. But obviously, I'm looking at myself. I'm always quite harsh on myself, and I want to be better every game, every training session. So I think there's a lot more to come for me. You know, I was hoping to get a few more shots off, create a few more chances. I think in time that will come, 100%. And as a team, I thought the team first time out together, you know, we got, I don't know how many different nationalities, players from different backgrounds, different clubs, and we've come in, we've adapted to a principle, a style of play, and I think at times we showed it. We showed our quality, we showed our class. Like I said, over time it will just come, and on Saturday we hope to take those principles and take the lessons we learned from the last game into that game.
I love it. Yeah, and you've been in this conference before, so you know how this conference operates. It's a really difficult and strong conference. I know you came up for the game last year to Lubbock. Unfortunately, didn't play, but you've played against other teams here in the conference. We go on the road this week. How are you feeling? Away in another team's stadium, and what are you looking forward to the most?
Yeah, we've got to bring everything we have. You know, that's the beauty of this game. You lose a game, but a week later you have a chance to rectify your mistakes and put things right. I'm looking forward to playing in a new stadium. Haven't played at Fort Worth before. And yeah, we're going to bring everything we got. And we're all excited. We're all buzzing. I can see the energy today. All the boys are obviously upset from Saturday, but we're a strong group, and I know everyone just wants to get back out there and prove everyone wrong, not wrong, but like rectify the mistakes and yeah, go again.
You bet. I asked El Hodge last last show what his pregame meal of choice was. If you had a choice, anything ever, what would it be?
If Chick-fil-A had the nutritional value of pasta, I would go for that. But, or McDonald's. But before a game, yeah, it's I love a Chipotle before a game.
Oh yeah.
With black beans. Chicken, not steak.
Good choice.
And and then no cheese.
No cheese.
No cheese. Just all the healthy stuff in a Chipotle. Or I go for a pasta and have sweet potato, and then some protein.
Oh man, you're making me hungry already. Awesome. And then one more fun question, and then we'll get some final thoughts here. But you have some roommates now. Everyone we have a big apartment situation. Who are your roommates that you're living with right now?
So I'm living with the big 6'5" forward Evan Howard.
Okay.
Also living with Tomo, Adam Thompson, the centre back, and then also Miguel. He's been injured currently, so you haven't got a chance to see him yet, but you'll be seeing him.
Okay. And out of those guys, who is the worst roommate and why?
Well, I'm not even sure why I'm thinking about this, but it's got to be Evan Howard.
It's got to be Evan.
He's the messiest guy I've ever met in my life. Messiest person. He leaves the bowls around. He leaves plates. Doesn't clean up. Nah, I'm joking. Sometimes he does, but he'll take the.
Is there a dad of the group that will hey guys, we got to pick up all our stuff, throw the trash away? Is there someone that's like the head of the household?
Yeah, me.
That's you.
That's
okay,
me. 100%.
I can see that. Yeah,
we started playing rock paper scissors now to see who takes the trash out.
That's a good idea. I like that. Awesome.
Yeah, most of the time, it's me telling everyone to buck their ideas up and get working around the house. So.
Come on, Evan. You got to step it up, dude. Step it up.
Come on.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, any other final thoughts on the home opener and going forward to the rest of the season that you want to speak on to the community, whatever it might be?
Yeah, I just want to thank all the fans and the community for coming out to the home opener. Hope to see you all again in 2 weeks' time. Hope you all can watch the game at the watch party and on the live stream this Saturday. But again, just... us as players, we're extremely grateful for your support, and it helps us out on the pitch a lot when you're making noise, and we know we have you guys supporting us. And even at the end of the game, when the kids and families come and take pictures with us on Saturday, that was a special. So yeah, we just hope to see you guys again, and thank you.
Awesome, thank you, Jack, for joining us for the 2024 Coaches Show. When we return, we'll be right back with Dustin McCorkle, GM of the Lubbock Matadors. Stay tuned.
really like about working with Wonder Tree is how fun they make the process. Whether it's monthly strategy meetings or on-site video shoots, they find ways for us to laugh together,
I
all
know
while
what our
accomplishing our
thoughts
goals.
are, but I just figured that shouldn't be on camera.
No,
so.
no. Yeah, we're not talking.
But theirs were easier. So I really just need you to do good at that one right there. Turn that real tight.
This one?
Yep. Oh, don't be weak, bro.
Right.
Righty tighty.
So I drop it. Does it look weird if I hold it?
It'll pick up your fingers.
What about like this?
Thanks,
See.
guys. Appreciate
Yeah.
y'all.
Coach, if you'll just handle hotel. Thank you. Thanks, Jack. Right here.
Oh no, we're good, Coach. We're good. Thank you. Yeah, don't do a sneak one in there.
Just gotta cut the cord.
I can't wait for John and Devin to take this over next week. Wait.
You're good, man. Both John and Joe.
They're gonna rotate. With the game on the line, seconds count. And when it comes to your health, every moment matters. Covenant Health is proud to be an official healthcare partner of the Lubbock Matadors this season, providing players and fans with excellent quality healthcare that they deserve. We're back with Dustin McCorkle.
Some familiar faces back in the house. Being able to get together, have some drinks at our tailgate party before we got started, and then obviously seeing the kids so excited down on the field.
Yeah.
That's one of the most meaningful things. I got gifted from one of our fans. She made me a little bracelet. So it's those things that matter and make these games, this season so special, and obviously the best part for me.
Yeah, I love it. And, I was telling Coach, just that feeling is just unstoppable. It's unbeatable. Nothing like it.
Yeah, and shout out to Wonder Tree. Really part of what we're creating, and obviously good quality work and a really special moment that added to the value of the match.
Yeah, we had a big week last week. We had obviously the home opener. We had the grand reveal and, the first day of our new merch shop, the Matadors barn. Tell us how that went and some of your thoughts around that.
Yeah, I think the barn, as we mentioned before, it's an important piece for us to be able to say, how can we be physically available to our soccer audience year round? And, coming into that, we had a thunderstorm that was expecting 3.5-inch size hail. You and I sat there and talked about, do we cancel this thing? And the more we talked about it, it was just like, you know what, let's just let this thing ride out. We'll see how it goes. And then next thing we know, hundreds of people are walking through the door, and players are interacting with kids and getting to see that thing come to life. And selling gear and being able to showcase like, hey, we've all rallied around to make this thing come. Still people that care enough to bring their kids up and come interact with us. So what a cool night, and shout out to you for really putting on such a cool.
Back, we were both just like, man, like we can't do that. Like we have to try and make it happen. And it just ended up being one of the most special nights I've been a part of since I've been a part of the club. I mean, it truly was such a magical time. And it was pretty funny that, at some points our tents that we put up, they were blowing everywhere. Like people are having to like hang on to them to where they wouldn't blow away. So super fun night. Made the
If y'all don't know, 1709A Buddy Holly Avenue. That's the location of the barn. If you haven't been out there, we're going to be posting on social our hours so that you guys can swing by the shop. But we'll have unique gear that'll be just in that location for people to purchase. And it's going to be a cool hangout spot too. I think the goal of this thing, for those who don't know, is yes, it's a retail shop and we want people to come by and buy gear, but also we're going to create an environment where if you're interested in coming and hang out downtown, if you can bring your laptop, work out of our shop, we've got such an amazing outdoor space for people to come hang out, but also we'll have TVs playing some soccer matches. And we just want to be around to be a cool hangout spot. So come join us, Buddy Holly Avenue, and we'd love to see everybody out there.
Yeah, and it will come with time, but the plans are huge for that place. So we have an away game this week, but there's some things in our community that everyone can be a part of. Can you maybe give some elaboration on some of the camps, the watch party, the merch shop, some other community events that we have going on, and just some additional information?
Yeah, if your child's participating in soccer, I would say like the camps are the coolest part of what we do throughout the season. It's a 3-day opportunity for your child to get an opportunity to get one-on-one time with our players, build those relationships, get to know the personalities, and then get to go cheer them on at a match. So it's still not too late to buy season tickets. What's really cool is if you purchase season tickets, you get a free camp. So before the next game passes by, make sure you check into that. And if that camp is something special, get your season tickets and get a free camp out of it. But for me, that's one of the coolest opportunities. Not only that, but you also get an on-field experience as part of that too. So coming out of that, and some cool partners gifts that will be a part of those camps. So definitely be staying in tune with our socials, the website. It's an easy way for you to connect and again, something fun for families to be participating in or youth to participate in during the summer.
Yeah, and just to add on to that, growing up here in Lubbock, we didn't have really cool soccer camps like this when I was young. And so we take real big pride in making sure that we provide a valuable experience for those kids to really not only have a great time playing soccer, but to also refine your skills. So more information on like that is on the website. Please feel free to reach out if any of those questions aren't answered. We will be having a watch party, like I said earlier on the show. Some point this week we'll post where those locations will be. What are typically the turnouts for those watch parties, and what's the environment? Because I know it's a fun time.
Yeah, we still try and, again, this is more fan-driven, but shout out to our Mozos supporters group. I think that they really do their best to try and make it feel like you're still at a game. And so we're going to be cheering on, have our drinks, and it'll still feel like as much of a match as you can get outside of actually being at the game. So for us, it's a way for us to meet people, connect, learn more about who's coming to our games, and no matter what location we're at, they are family friendly. So I want to remind everybody that we have different opportunities for people that in bars and restaurants that'll be playing the match. But no matter where you're at, it is a family friendly environment. And if you let your kids stay up a little bit late, come hang out with us and watch some games.
Good news is it'll be on a Saturday night.
night. We always have an amazing turnout and interaction when you can throw some lovable animals into your event. So we're going to have some fun stuff. We're going to have some details that come out next week regarding what all will be a part of the night, but you can expect some animals to make some appearances. Last couple of years, we've had a couple of different animals with missing limbs.
Sounds so grim. It's
in a wheelchair because he was missing both back legs. So they named him Wheeler. And so it's some fun stuff, but we really do try and make this a cool, fun night. And so be checking the website, again, LubbockMatadors.com, our social channels for all the unique elements that we're going to be having. But I'm actually
everybody for coming out to that. Dustin, any final thoughts on this past week for the home opener, and then anything looking forward to this next 2 weeks?
Yeah, just some thoughts on the match. In the first two seasons. And this last game reminded me a lot of our home opener in year one. We our first two matches, we dropped both of those in pretty significant ways. And it was like, oh man, we feel like a year one team. We got new coach, bunch of new players. Fortunately, we do have some returners, but a lot of them were sitting out in this first match. But win, lose, or draw, we're going to be here to put the heart of the city in here. And, we got some things that we're going to work on the field and coming together. But what was amazing to me was I still heard nothing but great fan support.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you. There was a fan that wrote in this weekend to our head of tickets regarding their experience post game, and there's a lot of things that when you come out of a 3-1 loss that people could be really upset and frustrated or bummed that we lost. And we got an email from a fan talking about one of our players making a special impact on their child coming out of that match, and it's just a good reminder that no matter what happens on the field, our players, our mindset, or the front office, we're here to make positive outcomes and inspire the youth. And our player, Saad, who scored the goal that we had in that match, even though everyone's really upset and bummed, went out there and did some really good work after the match with creating a special moment for a little kid. So I want to say thank you for those who participated in that, but also thank you for sharing those stories. I mean, that's something that we're going to be sharing with the team on what this team is about off the field as well, and really how special that is. And so being able to put aside our frustration in that moment to be able to do something cool for a little kid, I can't tell you how much that warms my heart. And hopefully we'll continue to do that in addition to some wins on the field too.
Yeah, I mean, those things really just make a difference, and that's why we do this. Win, lose, or draw, like you said. So any final or additional thoughts?
Yeah, just if you haven't been out or you have been coming out, use your bring a friend tickets if you're a season ticket holder, but make this next night a night to mark on your calendars to come out for May 30th. We want to continue to grow our block party starting at 5 o'clock. That will be happening each and every time. In addition, hopefully some really cool, fun giveaways and on-field experiences for our doggy night that we're going to have through Live Oak Animal Hospital.
I want to thank everyone for tuning in to the 2024 Lubbock Matadors Coaches Show presented by Wonder Tree. Again, our next home game is May 30th, but be on the lookout on socials for all our watch party locations for the game coming this weekend. For that match on the 30th, if you buy your tickets in advance, you do save time and money, so you don't have to wait at the ticket booth in any confusing matter like that. So buy your tickets in advance, save some money, save some time. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week, Monday, for the next Coaches Show. Thanks, everyone.